Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be taking a look at the latest RGB lighting from Cololight. This is the Cololight triangles. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. These are the Cololight's newest RGB lights, which have 16 million colors, can be wall mounted, and have multiple connection slots. So I'll be showing you how to set these up, different options you have available, and also compare these to Nanoleaf's light panels to see if these are the best, cheaper alternative. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of my next release. And drop me a comment, let me know what you think of the Cololight triangles. So let's open it up and have a brief look at what you get in the packaging. You get a user manual, some 3M sticky pads, and connectors to connect the different light panels together. You get a control box allowing you to control the panels without having to use the app, cable to provide power to the light panels, and there's a DC connection point on there. You get an audio jack cable and an audio splitter. There's a power adapter, and the output on this is 24 volts, 1 amp, and you get 6 light panels. The light panel's made out of plastic. The corners don't light up, it's just the area here. Dimensions wise, height is 16 centimeters, and the length of each side is 17.2 centimeters, and thickness is approximately 0.8 of a centimeter. Lots of connection points at the back. If we compare it to the Nanoleaf shapes triangles, you can see it's slightly smaller than that. And you can see on the Nanoleaf, you can only side connect it. Whereas on this one, you can connect them on the corners. Both the Cololight and Nanoleaf both give off 80 lumens in brightness. And each of the Cololight panels weighs 106 grams. Build quality feels good on this, nice strong plastic. Connecting this up is simple. The power cable gets connected into the connector that goes into the first panel. And you can see the connector on there has a copper strip on there, nothing on the other side. So when you connect it, make sure the copper contacts are touching the points on here. As simple as that. Control panel can be placed anywhere. So we'll just plug it in here for now. And then you can just plug in the other panels. So if you notice on the connector, there are arrows on there. So that's the direction of flow of some of the effects. So if I place that here, take another panel and just connect it into position. And it's simple as that. All the panels are connected up now. So let's power it on. The device powers on automatically. You've got the control panel over here at the bottom. So if I press the button here, easy way to turn it on and off. You can cycle through the different color options. Has a tactile feel on the buttons as you're pressing them. So you hear a clicky noise. Then we've got the different scenes. Color levels look good, contrast levels look good on this as well. And then we have a music sync option. Test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3. So you can just flip between the different sync options on there. So nice having a control panel, gives you easy access to the options without having the app on there. So let me briefly show how to get this set up. So coming over to my Android phone, I've got the Cololight app already installed, so going into that. And if I click on the side bit there, click on add, select Cololight triangle, just shows how to get these connected up next to that. Next we need to get the device reset for pairing. So if I hold on to the power button here for 5 seconds, just release now. And there you go, it's in a flashing mode. Confirm the option here. Next to that, need to turn on Bluetooth. Okay to that, next. And there you go, it's found it, select it. Now you can add it onto our Wi-Fi network, and just to note, only 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi is supported here. If I select this, let me enter in my Wi-Fi password. Next to this, we can rename the device, but I'll leave it as default, and done. And it's as simple as that to get that added. Now let me briefly show the options in here. So clicking on the 3 dots, you've got set distance. And this way you can set the maximum distance between all the lights and the controller. Then we've got timing on off. And by going in here, we can set timers or countdown timers on this to automatically turn it on and off. Then we've got history, nothing in there. And finally, we've got device settings, basic stuff here, back from here. Now coming onto the main interface, you've got the default dynamic effects. It's just a matter of swiping up to go between the different ones. You can see it just kick in straight away. Nice smooth action on there. An easy way just to transition between the different settings. At the side, you've got some controls. So first of all is power, you can turn it on and off. Clicking on the next one, you've got eye care, and this is the brightness level. So at the moment, it's set to eye shield on, reducing the brightness levels you can get from this. So if I click there, turns it off, and that takes it to the maximum. Let's take it back down again, it'd be easier for the camera to handle. And next we've got each of the dynamic effects, so you can easily flip between them without swiping. You just select it here. And you've got a DIY option to create your own effects with. Back from there, and then finally you've got the music sync option. And with this, you can either use the microphone built into your mobile or use the microphone built onto the control box at the bottom. If I swipe across now, we've got the static colors, and if I swipe up, just flips between them. And then same controls again, you can power it on and off. You got brightness levels, you got the different static colors, and you can define your own here. And you've got the music sync option too. There's even a grouping option allowing you to group multiple different Cololight products together from the app. And to show it in action, have a look at this. I've got their Cololight Plus, Cololight Light Strip, Cololight Mix, working in conjunction with the Cololight triangles. And it looks so cool. And you're able to change the dynamic effects together with static colors on there, so they're all running in conjunction. There's even the possibility to have music sync running with it. So really impressed with this. The device can also work with both the Google and Amazon voice control products, and it's very simple to add in. Now going into the Home app, the service you need is Life Smart Home. And once you've added that in, you can see the device in the interface over here. Standard controls are available, so you can turn it off, turn it back on again, going in there, change brightness levels, and set one of the static colors that are available on this. And obviously all that functionality is controllable via voice commands. Same functionality is available on the Amazon side of things. So going into the app, that's the skill you need. And then if you look in devices, you can see the Cololight triangle there. You can turn it off from here, turn it on, going in there, standard functionality, adjusting brightness levels and customizing the color on there. So just to briefly demonstrate, if I say, change color on Cololight's triangles to white.
Okay.
There you go, works perfectly and easy to set up. Another bit of cool functionality on the device is that it can work in conjunction with the Stream Deck. Now coming over to my PC, I've installed the add-in already, and you can see Cololight just down below. And if I open that up, you can see all the options available for you to control the device. It's a pretty cool functionality. And just to give a brief demo, you've got a power button, turn it off, turn it back on again. I've got some static colors set up, so you can quickly flip between these different colors. You can even turn on music sync and change brightness levels with it. It's a really impressive functionality that can work with this. It makes things more flexible, so you don't have to open up your app or even cycle through things on the control box. The music sync on the device is quite interesting how it works. You've got the control box over here, which has a built-in microphone, but you've also got the possibility of using a splitter here together with an auxiliary cable. And the way this works, for instance, you could plug in the splitter into your mobile, and then one cable will go to the connection point on the control box, and you could have another cable going to a set of speakers. And by using the cable, the music sync will work in conjunction with the music, and it won't be interfered with any sort of ambient noise you've got in the background or people talking or anything like that. So pretty cool given an option like that. And let's test out the music sync. It works pretty well, and as I've already mentioned, you can connect them corner to side and also corner to corner, creating some really unique designs. Let's do a side-by-side comparison with Nanoleaf shapes. Now I've got both the items running, and this is the Cololight device. And if I place it directly on top, you can see it's just slightly smaller than Nanoleaf's device. Controller is bigger with Cololight. You can see the Nanoleaf one is probably more sleeker, I'd say. There's no real feeling with Nanoleaf's one when you press the button, whereas with Cololight you get a tactile feel with the clicky noise. With Nanoleaf shapes, there's gesture control on these, but with Cololight you don't get the gesture control. Showing red on both of them now, and again, Nanoleaf seems brighter in terms of contrast and vividness of the color. Moving on to blue, similar levels of brightness on there, but I feel Nanoleaf has a bit more brighter contrast on there. And finally looking at green, and again, Nanoleaf contrast looks brighter than the Cololight. You get more flexibility with Cololight in terms of installation, as you've got the endpoints you could install the connectors onto, and you can have it coming off that, where you don't get that with Nanoleaf. The Cololight triangles are RGB, but Nanoleaf are RGBW. Contrast and brightness levels, personally I felt that Nanoleaf was brighter just slightly, and the contrast levels were deeper than how Cololight was. Music sync wise, Cololight works pretty well. You've got two options with this, unlike Nanoleaf, whereas Nanoleaf works off the microphone built onto the control box. With Cololight, obviously you've got the input jack at the side, allowing you to input a source going directly into it, and that allows you to avoid ambient noise around interfering with the music sync option. So I think it's really good they've got that option, giving you a more consistent music sync. With the dynamic effects on both the devices, Nanoleaf is a little bit more limited. It has the same sort of transition every time. It just subtly transitions between the colors. Whereas with Cololight, you've got a number of different transitions which you can change. And just to show different ones in effect, if I flip to the next one. So you're not limited with this one. You can pick your own dynamic effects and then obviously amend them to how you prefer, change speed on there as well. So I feel a bit more customization available with Cololight with this. With Nanoleaf, you've got other products as well, so you can add on their little triangles and their hexagons onto this product, which is pretty cool, so you can mix up the designs, whereas obviously with Cololight, you're limited to just the triangles. So in summary, you've seen the Cololight triangles in action. Really impressed with this as an alternative to Nanoleaf. Works really well. Color representation is good. Contrast levels are good on this and comes in cheaper than Nanoleaf. You've got more customization available with the dynamic effects together with dual functionality on the music sync. So you can have it working directly with a microphone built in or have a line-in cable with a music source going directly to it. So any ambient sounds aren't interfering with the music sync. And this obviously is something that Nanoleaf doesn't have. You don't have the gesture control, unfortunately, like Nanoleaf does. I like the fact it's got a control box allowing you to control the device without having to get your app out. It can work with both the Google and Amazon voice control products and even work with Stream Deck. It's a really impressive functionality with this. And the biggest benefit with this one is it comes in cheaper than Nanoleaf. So there you go. I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. If you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to be notified of my next release. And drop me a comment, let me know what you think of the Cololight triangles. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter. Thanks for viewing and see you in the next one.